If you're anything like the teachers I work with, your brain is wired for productivity. And the second summer hits, you either want to collapse or overachieve. So let's find a better way.
I'm Lisa Harding, ex-EdTech CEO turned certified teacher career coach. It wasn't all that long ago that I was recruiting, interviewing, and hiring teachers for roles in corporate America. Teachers that ended up being some of my all-time best employees. Fast forward through my own career transition, where I left my role as CEO to become a stay-at-home mom, I now work with and empower teachers to transform their lives by turning their once distant career dreams into realities. In this podcast, I give you simple, actionable, step-by-step strategies to help you do the same. If you're a burnt-out teacher or simply need a change and you're looking to create a life you love, you're in the right place, friend. Let's get started.
I'm your host, Lisa Harding. Today, we're diving into something so many of us have been counting down to, summer break. I'm in Central Florida, and this is my kindergartner's last week of school. So depending on where you are in the country or the world, you may be a few days or maybe a few weeks away from summer break. So I wanted to use today's episode to offer you a new way to think about summer this year, especially if you're considering leaving the classroom or are already somewhere on that transition path. This episode is all about how to use summer to reset your career without burning out all over again. Because let's be real, if you're anything like the teachers I work with, your brain is wired for productivity, and the second summer hits, you either want to collapse or overachieve. So let's find a better way. First things first, no matter where you are in your career transition, this episode is for you. Maybe you're starting to think, is teaching still the right fit for me? Or maybe you've been quietly quitting or quietly working on your resume, applying for jobs, maybe even interviewing. No matter where you are on this journey, there is one thing I know for sure. You need and deserve this break. Not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, and even spiritually. Let's pause here and really talk about burnout. Because for so many teachers I work with, burnout isn't just a buzzword or a bad week. It's a slow unraveling. And the truth is, most of us don't even realize we're burned out until we're already deep in it. We just call it being tired, or we tell ourselves, I just need to make it to the weekend. Then it becomes, I just need to make it to spring break. Then I just need to make it to summer. Burnout sneaks in quietly. It shows up when you stop doing the things you love outside of school, when even the fun parts of teaching don't feel fun anymore. When you start counting down the days, not because you're excited, but because you're just surviving. And it's not your fault. Burnout isn't a personal failure. It's a systemic failure, a profession that asks more than it gives, and of a culture that rewards overworking instead of well-being. Here's what I want you to hear clearly. You cannot plan your way out of burnout. You can't spreadsheet your healing. You can't push through to clarity. Because when your nervous system is overloaded, when your identity is wrapped up in giving, it takes time and space to come back to yourself. This is why summer matters so much for educators. Yes, it's an opportunity to explore what's next. Yes, it's a chance to take real steps in your career transition. But more than anything, it's your time to recover. Recovery can look like sleeping in for a week straight. It can look like crying in the Target parking lot for no reason, realizing, oh yeah, that was a hard year. It can look like sitting in silence with coffee and not needing to be productive. It can also look like reading a book on career paths or journaling about what you actually want, but not because you should, because you can. So many of the teachers I've worked with say the same thing. I realize how burned out I was until I finally stopped teaching. Give yourself permission to stop. Not forever, not from your dreams, but from the pace that has kept you in survival mode for too long. You're allowed to heal before you hustle. You're allowed to rest before you reimagine. And that's where the real transformation begins. I think about Amanda, one of the Academy members who told me, Lisa, I spent last summer doing absolutely nothing career-related, and I felt guilty at first. But that pause, it gave me the mental space I needed to finally believe I could leave. She ended up landing a remote customer success job in October and credits her summer reset as the moment that made it all click. So how do you balance rest with momentum? Here are 3 ways to use your summer that will honor both rest and momentum. Number 1, rest with intention. This isn't just about sleeping in, though please do that too. Intentional rest looks like saying no to pressure-filled projects or events, logging out of school email, spending time in spaces that aren't education-related, creating a new routine with no bells ringing. Because when you quiet the noise, you can actually hear what you want next. Number 2, reflect honestly. Ask yourself things like, what lit me up this past year? What drained me? If I weren't a teacher, what else would I be doing? Even 10 minutes of journaling with these prompts can open up big clarity. This is also a great time to revisit any assessments, career exploration tools, or go deeper with some of the resources available at the Academy. And I'll link our free teacher career directory because it's a great place to open up your mind to what's out there and give you a place to reflect and think about. And my 3rd tip for this is to reconnect and explore. One of the most underestimated things you can do this summer is connect with people. Set a goal to have 2 career conversations this month. Invite someone on LinkedIn to a virtual coffee chat, or meet a friend or a friend of a friend who works in a field that you're curious about. You never know what doors those conversations can open. I remember Brittany, one of our members, who used her summer to set up just 4 coffee chats. One of those conversations turned into a referral, and that referral turned into a job offer in learning and development. And this is exactly why we are hosting the Teacher Career Transition Summit this June, because it's the perfect starting point. If you're just getting curious, it's a way to explore new paths. If you're already job hunting, you're going to get strategy and support. And if you're somewhere in between, you'll walk away with clarity. Our summer summit is happening Saturday, June 14th, and it's totally free to attend live. We have 6 expert-led sessions, things like resumes and your LinkedIn profile, and great panels of former educators that are going to help you with your mindset, support, real teacher success stories, and will open your mind to ideas and career paths you may not have considered. If you're listening to this podcast after June 14th, don't worry, you can still grab the recordings or join the wait list for the next Teacher Career Transition Summit. Just head on over to teachercareertransitionacademy.com/summit and you can sign up to attend free on June 14th. So wherever you are right now, whether you're exhausted, excited, stuck, or just starting to dream, this summer is for you. You don't have to have it figured out. You don't have to figure everything out. You don't need a 10-step plan for the summer. You just need space, permission, and support. And if you want that support, we're here for you. And the summit is a great place to start. So go take a walk. Say yes to that nap. Send that coffee chat DM. And know that you're not alone on this journey. Thanks for listening today. As always, you can find all the links and resources mentioned in the show notes, including your invitation to the Teacher Career Transition Summit. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love if you'd share it with another teacher who's wondering what's next. And remember, friends, the journey is just the beginning. Embrace